With what is going on in NIJISANJI right now, with all the recent announcements, all the shit flinging, the legality, the everything, it's caused something of a tear between the fan base. Of course, please do not harass anyone, don't come into the platforms of the livers dropping all sorts of mad shit. I know everybody is angry right now, but literally nothing good comes out of going out of your way to attack other people. As the thumbnail and titles of this video suggests, there is an all-out war right now in NIJISANJI. A civil war in the VTubing community. One is either Team Dokibird and the other is Team NIJISANJI EN. As of last week, the majority of people were evidently on Team Dokibird. She just regained her money via merch sales alone, she's hitting 500k subscribers, she's reaching all sorts of milestones and more that was never possible under NIJI EN. During that time, those that still preferred to watch their livers and avoided the drama didn't really want to involve themselves, and just wanted to keep to their own. They just wanted to enjoy their favorite VTubers, but now that doesn't seem like it's possible anymore, because just recently, everyone in NIJISANJI EN has been enlisted in the civil war. When Elira, Vox, and Ike made that stream, which I have covered, please go watch that video if you wish, most of the NIJISANJI livers were going out of their way to promote the stream and asking their fans to go. Some fans were even doubting that these are actually the words of the livers themselves, that perhaps management skinwalked their livers' accounts like they're now known to do and forcefully got them to retweet and promote it. Of course, we now know that the stream Elira and the boys did was, well, it damned them more than saved their reputation, which was supposed to be the intention of the whole thing, because it publicized some information that was not supposed to be public and remain within the lawyers, as well as soft confirming a lot of heinous things that we already knew was happening. Again, I covered the entire stream in detail on a previous video, so if you wish to know my opinion, go watch it. The stream was filled with love and support from Elira and the NIJI EN community at first, but when they got further and further into the stream, the chat turned against them, spamming all sorts of expressions of disapproval. Of course, this triggered a few alarm bells in NIJISANJI and a few other people. Like, this is a violation of multiple counts of privacy, I imagine, and NIJI EN would make a statement actually saying that they only shared relevant and important parts of the private document to the livers, hereby declaring that they did not violate any privacy concerns, which is not... it's just bullshit, I think. Vox said that he thoroughly reviewed the document, so which is it, NIJISANJI? Why do you always contradict yourself? In response to this, Dokibird was streaming at the time when this post got posted, which kinda made it seem like it was intentional, but regardless, she then realized this mid-stream and said the following.
But anyway, there is like a lot of stuff going on. Also, a little bit of a note for those who are wondering. All I will say is that I will put up another statement because I believe there are some lies being told right now, and I have further evidence and proof later on. There will be a future statement being published by me later on that will further support my evidence. There is a lot of slander and a lot of lies going on right now. I'll be publishing a future statement in the future regarding it, which I have evidence and receipts as well as backed up by my lawyer. And regarding a document, there was a signed legal consent between me and the management that it was just going to be between me, my lawyer, and management. But the fact that they release that to others is considered illegal because that was not supposed to be seen by anyone else, and it was signed by me, my lawyer, and other lawyers. I can say this because my medical history and my medical documents and everything that me, my lawyer, and other people that were involved with, it was all signed and agreed upon. I do have more evidence and more receipts and more statements later on. That document also has private information regarding me and regarding things that should never have been public to anybody else but me and my lawyer, and was going to move on and everything and was never going to address this anymore. But because they've decided to address it, even though I wanted everything to be over with, that is not my fault. Because of this, I will have to respond with a document that my lawyer has written and I have written up just in case something like this did happen. I prepared something just in case, but I was going to keep it quiet and keep it private. And because that has happened, that means that I am now required to release my story and release my statement. I'm very, very saddened that my privacy was violated with this. So I try to leave on as good terms as I can. I'll also say that I've heard slander about me behind the scenes and outright lies being told about me. But what they do not know is that I have receipts that this proves a lot of things that were said about me behind the scenes. It's very unfortunate that I had to make that public, that we'll have to make it public later on. I really do thank all of you guys for being here, for believing in me. I just got a friend that messaged me that they're there for me with all this happening. So it was really reassuring to know my friends are still there for me after all of this. It's really sad because I was really looking forward to Neopets, was really looking forward to moving on and rebuilding myself. It really says a lot though. People would try to bring down others when people are ready to move on. It really says a lot.
So yes, there will be more coming out of Dokibird in this story, and it's going to get even wilder. I am impressed that he thought that this was gonna happen, that Dokibird thought that they were for sure going to violate the terms of their deal, and it kinda just goes to show you how much she's used or even expected how vile the company management can become. Dokibird's manager actually commented on the post itself with a vague little subtle implication that this might be used against them. Now, after this whole debacle, there was and is currently a massive boycott of unprecedented proportions in the VTubing industry since the Kiryu-Coco-China war. With the other livers joining the fray and seemingly supporting Elera and the clique, every fanbase was now involved. But a few other community members absolutely refused this. Elera, Vox, and Ike painted a target on their backs, and what happened next was mudslinging between Dokibird fans and NIJISANJI fans. Every member who was supporting NIJISANJI became the enemies, while everybody who supported Dokibird became allies. But there was one NIJISANJI member who did not retweet or mention anything. Scarlet Unagoni, who did not tweet or support the stream and was just minding her own business, and happened to heart a comment saying Korosanji. And now, it's not just Scarlet. Now, it seems like there's a lot of activity going on in a lot of PL accounts, with some that I can't name right now due to privacy concerns contradicting themselves, saying one thing on their NIJISANJI accounts but doing another thing entirely in their PL accounts, which is weird. It adds to the speculation that management may have actually forced them to address this. It's a sentiment that keeps growing and growing. And if you do try to seek out the VTubers' PL accounts, please be my guest. With all the things happening right now, all semblances of taboo regarding past life has been dismantled. I know a lot of you will want to support your Oshi outside of NIJISANJI and find the truth, so let yourself run wild. Just don't harass anybody. In any case, a few hours after the stream, the CEO of NIJISANJI himself came out and addressed the situation personally. He spoke in English in courtesy and to address the NIJISANJI fans, which I respect. He was essentially sorry for the notice, saying that Selen Tatsuki's termination was negligible, saying that they did not mean to belittle the impact of Selen Tatsuki's influence in the NIJISANJI community and that it was for investors. He admits and takes responsibility for the livers' mental well-being, and that they're not taking it seriously, and that some of management's actions have caused them great distress, promising that he will implement new systems and programs going forward. He also admits that the main branch literally has not given NIJISANJI any semblance of official support, meaning that the livers and the talents in NIJISANJI has been paying for their own events all this time. With this in mind, it makes sense that Selen had lost 200k and made zero profits last year, and why livers had to be sponsoring each other, and even the official programs that they did try and support were cancelled. Riku also mentions that they've recruited some great people for NIJISANJI staff, but that has not shown, brother. They say that this happened since last year and we have not seen any changes. This statement, saying that the talents are the most important aspects of the company, is true, but it sounded like a slogan from him. It's not something that's actually practiced or believed in NIJISANJI. The talents graduate all the time, they're easily replaceable. In fact, that is the business model that they have. They were bullied, abandoned, treated like they're just cogs in a machine made to pump money for investors, shareholders, and business partners. And a lot of people were surprised when this happened. Riku's appearance means that this problem goes beyond a scale that we originally thought. The fact that they're dropping 15% in stocks and counting tells you all they need to know as to why they decided to do this. It doesn't feel like they did this because they cared. It felt like they did this because of their bottom line, that they're finally losing money. The Vox, Ike, Illyra, and multiple other fan bases are shaken. Some have decided to double, triple down into supporting their livers, while others are defecting. Dokibird holds steadfast as ever, and again, I will be waiting for that statement from her. Ultimately, however, in terms of PR and information, this is a war that Dokibird is winning as of the recording of this video. They're getting most of the support from the community right now. But legally speaking, it's hard to say. Both are somehow confident that the other is wrong and that they'll win this lawsuit. So until more information comes forward, no one is certain how and where this is going to end. I know this is a scary time for many VTuber fans. Please, if you're an NIJISANJI fan that's stressed the absolute fuck, take a break. If you're an industry person, take a break. If you're someone that just wants to disassociate yourself with everything, do so for your own mental health. Check back in when things clear up in the next few months or so, because this is a situation nobody will ever forget, and that NIJISANJI EN, honestly, I don't think they're going to easily rebound in the next few months. This is going to be a permanent rift formed between general VTuber fans and industry people, and NIJISANJI members and NIJISANJI fans themselves. This is going to be an all-out war that's silently going to be happening for a long, long time. And if you don't want to be a part of this war, please do so for your own mental health.